Okay, welcome to Craig's Courses. This is volume 2. I'm at Beaver Creek today. And here is number 1, kind of a little, basically a straightforward, not too long par 4. But I'm about to tee it up. Okay, so Beaver Creek plays anywhere from about 4,800 to 6,850, I think it was. No really long holes here, but they also don't have any really short par 4s that I can remember. But I've hit it up the left here, and if you're not going to make it to the bunker, you probably want to favor the left, although I'm in the rough. If you can get over the bunker, then go over it, because that'll leave you nothing to this green. And here's a look at the first green. Pin is up front today on the low level. Trying to get out of the way here as some people pulled up behind me, so trying to get done quick here. And this is number 2. It's a par 5. Kind of goes up a little bit to the left between those bunkers, if you can see them. Then it goes back to the right. It's playing about a little over 450 today. All right, so a good drive on 2, but as I was hurrying, I didn't take a good image of the green. Beaver Creek is always looking good. That first green was a little bit spotty, and they're Bermuda greens, and it looks like it's got a little bit of POA, little sprouts. So that's not as happy as it could be. The rest of the course looks great. Here's the second green. I had about 125, and I hit it dead at it, but I hit it a little bit fat. Very disappointed, but see what that green looks like when we get up there. Well, the guy behind me had hit way deep off the tee, but it looks like he's OB. That's why I didn't bring that up there. Second green looks better, and first par of the day for me. And coming into this green, you want to favor, well, center to right side. All right, here's number 3, a par 3. Sorry, my finger's in the way of the mic. See if I can fix that. Pin looks like it's in the back because it's 143 today. So a draw would be perfect. If you're gonna hit a fade, make sure you get over the bunker. All right, number 4. Playing for me today about 340. Bunkers on either side. Kind of a fade works on the drive here, but then anywhere up by that second bunker on the left gives you a pretty good look. And there's only a big bunker by the right side of the green. Left side's okay if you miss. Oh, and real quickly, again, I got somebody behind me. I think I'm gonna let him through so I can do this video calmly, but 2 and 3 green did not look as bad as 1. 1 was pretty spotty and had a good bit of POA up top. 2 and 3 better, less POA. So not as good as they have been, but not bad. And here's the approach shot. This is from about 150. Again, that bunker right there. I'm to the left, so I gotta go over it, but again, only real trouble is right or long. And a little closer up of number 4. Ball was below my feet, and I'm just glad I aimed way left because I came up short right. Okay, here we are at number 5. It's a little over 300 par 4. Looks like the pin is in the middle, so it might be playing about 320, 325. But definitely want to be down the middle here. Right can leave you a ball below your feet, and left can be trees or bunkers, so definitely want to keep it up the middle. And here's number 5 from the fairway. I did not hit that very well, so I left myself a little over 150. Definitely, now that I think about it with that pin, you want to play middle and even left. The rough here is not thick, so left would have been a better play for that pin. And the pin's up front, doesn't really matter. Alright, so the guy caught me real fast, so I just let him go through. So now I can start bringing the tripod with me and taking a few better shots. Looked like it was dead behind me when I booked it, so I thought it was good because there's a high school tournament going on 30 minutes after I teed off, which usually means nobody's behind me. But anyway, got him through, and now I can start making a film. Quick little note here, this is still on number 5 as the guy in front of me goes, but 5 and 7 is a big double green. I'll show you when I get up there, but a little interesting feature of Beaver Creek here. Double green. Alright, so number 5 will give you a good look. This is pretty representative, it appears. Left myself a little 20-something footer maybe. But yeah, there's the other people on number 7. They look and seem a little slow, but I just had a 3-putt. 23 feet downhill. I took some off of it, but it ran 6 feet by. It was just fast as it could be, so I have to make that adjustment. But a freaking double on a 310-yard par 4, 320. Bad drive, bad second, bad putt, double. That's how they happen. Now we're to number 6, which is a par 5, playing 500 yards today. If you see those bunkers up there on either side, that's where the peak is, and then it goes down and then around to the right, around that batch of trees. I know it looks like a wall of trees, but there's a batch of trees right there. And anyway, number 6, par 5. Here's a quick look at the 6th fairway from the peak. As you can see, it kind of goes down to that bunker and then turns hard right. Still can't see the green from here. This is where you should be in 2. Unfortunately, I'm here in 3 because I hit 2 bad shots. My contact point is bad, but anyway, here's the green at 6. Alright, so at least I gave myself a par putt after 2 bad shots. Kind of lengthy, but I'll let you get the feel for green speed on this one. Okay, so I left myself 42 feet. It's a little bit uphill. A little bit of right to left in it. Actually, maybe a couple feet of right to left. Come on, turn. Yeah, it looks like I can make a par out of that. I mean a bogey. Putter is not helping me today. 3-footer. 3-putt double bogey. Golf. And here we are at number 7. For me today, it's about 370, kind of up the hill. If you can see him up there, the guy's on the green. Kind of flag is just under the right edge of that tree on the left side of the fairway. The green tree, not the dead tree. I got a threesome, 2 or 3 groups ahead who are walking, and there is a long walk between 7 and 8. Well, not terribly long, but a really long walk from 9 to 10. So I think I'm gonna wait here because it doesn't appear anybody's coming up before that tournament. Let it space out a little bit so I can get a rhythm, because I don't have a good rhythm right now. Just realizing that I forgot my protein bar on the counter. And that's something I will preach to everybody is you need a little fuel out here. But did have a pretty hearty breakfast not long before I booked the tea time and left, so hopefully it'll get me through the mid-afternoon. But anyway, always bring something, and preferably protein, in my opinion. But just something that you get hungry out here, you just don't feel like you have power. But alright, I've let that guy is now crossed over towards 8. I'm gonna give it another minute or two, because I'm sure that 3 sun is probably just getting to 9, which means 2 or 3 groups. I don't know, we'll see. But I want to let this clear out another minute or two. And here's the fairway from number 7. Still about, I think, I can't get the radar laser or whatever to hit it, but I believe it looks like about 145 to the front. About no more than, well, it's probably about 155 to the front and about 170 maybe. Anyway, here you definitely want to be to the right side. Only trouble is that bunker on the left. Here's the green at 7. Left myself a par putt, but again, lengthy. See if we can knot 3 putt. Turn in. Oh, I mean, it went over the frickin' edge. And a 4-footer for bogey. Oh boy, I've been pulling these left. Let's see what I can do here. Might be a little right to left in it. There's a putt I needed to hit. All right, hadn't made those today yet, except one. Yeah, I screwed around on 7 for quite a while. I waited until the guy in front of me was completely gone. I played the hole very slowly and methodically. The next group behind me is a twosome, and they're 3 full holes behind. So not really in a hurry, but the guy in front of me was just hitting out of the bunker on number 8 when I pulled up. So it clogged up here on this, and like I said, that walk between 9 and 10 ain't gonna be quick for those walkers. And there's a couple of walks on the backside, but such is golf. Right now, number 8 today playing for me, 140. Bunkers all around, but pretty good sized green, and the pin is middle-ish, so a shot in the middle of the green is good here. Alright, so from 140, my swing of the day so far. Nice smooth 8-iron, right to the middle of the green, birdie putt. Right, now here's number 8 from the backside. Again, see a little bit of that Poana, not a great deal, and there's a little bit of bare, some tiny little patches of bare spot. But certainly not the best. These greens have looked much better, but they're putting okay. People just need to fix ball marks. That would help a lot. So I've got a little over 20 feet uphill, pretty sharply uphill actually. See if I can get a birdie for the masses. Turn just a little bit. Alright, that's my first basic oh fuck you tap in of the day. You all saw that. That was right where it was. Here to make a video, not play pro golf. Alright, I'll give myself a par on that. Even though it's cheating. Okay, here's number 9. There's a bunker up right off the right edge of the fairway. Can't really see it from here, but lake down to the left. Playing about what is this? About 345. Alright, now here's the approach view from about 150. On the right side, just short of that bunker. A little finger of water guarding the left side, but the pin is right of that. Alright, so there's my front 9 today at Beaver Creek. Bogey golf. Considering that I haven't found my contact point yet, I guess that's not bad. 46 if you count my cheating putt, but I thought that was close enough. It was about a foot. And when I lined it up, I hit it, so don't complain. Again, I've been playing slow, and from over here I think I can see the guy in front of me on the green at 10, so hopefully that means we're gonna have a decent pace. Okay, so at the back 9, number 10, net 40 I believe on the front. I want to break 80 net for sure. Really would like to break 77 5 over net. So 40 is the goal here. Let's see what we can do. A little bit more challenge on the back 9 for me usually. And here's number 10. It is about 320 from here. Big bunker in the middle. Scoring opportunity, hopefully. I'm having one of those days where I'm hitting the sweet spot of the driver, but I am not finishing the swing, and they're a little bit weak to the right. But at least I'm hitting the sweet spot. They could be worse. I've only hit one really good drive, fade. And here's the view from the fairway, just to the right of that center bunker. And excuse the wasp or dirt dauber or whatever that is. It's from about 135 out. Pin is over the bunker. And here's a little bit closer view of the green. Pretty big green. Lower front left and higher back right. Well, at least my putter's come alive in the last couple holes. Made a 7-footer for bogey there, put my approach in the bunker. Anyway, you don't care. You want to see the course. Here we come up on number 11. Alright, here we are at number 11, par 5, 460. It's the easiest hole out here, it says. But as you can see, 11 and 12 go around this lake. So can't go left on either hole. There's a bunker up there on the right. Then it turns a little bit left towards the hole. Got to go over a bunker. Lake is not up close to the green, but reasonably close. Anyway, easiest hole it says. Let's see if I can make something happen. And this stretch is my favorite stretch out here at Beaver Creek. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, depending on the tee, can be a brutal or an easy par 3. And 16 is a little shortish dogleg par 4. But love the back nine here at Beaver. Here's the view from the fairway at 11. This is still about 230 out, so I'm gonna have to lay up myself, but if you've got a good high 3-wood, you can make it there. Just got to get over that last bunker, which is, I think the lip is about 220 from here. And here's the view from the fairway at about 150 out. Number 11, par 5. And here's the green at number 11. I thought I was going to be about 20 feet away, but it took a terrible kick. Anyway, here's the green at number 11. Birdie putt. Well, not exactly a high percentage birdie putt, 45 feet, slightly uphill. I don't see a whole lot of break in it. If anything, left to right. I think. We'll give it a little room to the left. All right, not terrible, not great. Turned a lot more than I thought, but that's a foot, foot and a half for par. Okay, now on to number 12. Short par 4 on the other side of the lake. Here's the view from the blue tees, about 350. Water left, obviously, and trouble right. I believe that's all red penalty area, but 200 plus down the middle gives you a 7-iron or less, obviously. Well, depending on what you hit. But we'll just go with 350. How about that? Figure out your own yardages. Got my own problems. And here's number 12 from middle of the fairway, about 150. Today the pin is front. 150 to the middle, that looks like more 140 today, but anyway. Number 12, par 4. And here's a close-up of 12 green. Don't mind that ball. That person is terrible. Alright, now if you were going to give 3 holes at Beaver Creek a name, I would give this Beaver Bend or something. It's a 5, a 4, and a 3. This par 5, you have to hit through the chute of trees and over that little wetland. And the fairway isn't even right over the wetlands. It's another 30, 40 yards at least. But number 13, par 5. And here we are rolling over the bridge. You can see what you have to carry. And here's from the right edge of the fairway. I'm gonna have to play it like straight ahead. You can't really go at the hole because there are trees blocking directly to the hole and a couple of bunkers, or at least one bunker. So this next shot needs to be played up center, right of the green, and past the trees for an unobstructed shot. And there was a 4-some and a 5-some in front of the 3-some on the par 3, what is that, 15. So again, I'm gonna chill for a minute. Wish I had a protein bar, but the guy in front of me is just putting on the green, and the guy in front of him just hit on the par 4, so I'll give it 5 minutes. At least a few minutes ago, there was nobody within 2 holes of me behind, so I've got all the time in the world today. Other than the slowdown right here, this is one of my favorite spots in golf, especially in the Baton Rouge area. This little quiet corner, all you can hear is birds. Peaceful spot back here. Alright, so here's the look from the approach. A little bit to the, I'm off the right side of the fairway, but clear of the trees. And here's a close-up of the green at 13. So I almost hold that shot, even though I've got 15 feet left downhill, but that was a really good flop. I just can't get that spin. It hit about 10 short, and I mean, it was going in, but it turned a little bit left. But here's 18 feet downhill for par at the par 5 13th. And it falls off after the hole, so excuse me if I might leave this short. Oh God, that was horrible. That's for bogey. A little bit over 3 feet, lovely. I mean, you gotta get that at least within a foot. And it did move. Ay, ay, ay. Nearly making a birdie. Now struggling for bogey. That was horrible. Just bunted it. Golly. Another double. Oh. I'm sorry you had to see that. I had gotten a little confidence with the putter, but those were terrible. I'm sorry you had to see that. That 3-footer especially. I mean, you got to hit that confidently. A little stroke to it, not a little, which is what I did. I went, on to the next. Here is the par 4 14th. Turns to the right. What you can't really see from here is there is a wetland, just like on the tee box at the last hole, that cuts across the fairway. So a little fade on the tee shot and a good mid iron into the second for the second. All right, so one of the top 3 irons of the day, that was a 5-iron. Run out of room. You can't really hit driver, especially if you hit it over 225, 230. It just, you'll run into the wetland. But I hit a perfect fade up to the last flat spot. Let's see how it looks from there. All right, so here's what it looks like. There is a little bit more room, but if you're frisky going down that little slope, you go right into the wildflowers down there. Well, almost made another birdie from just off the green. And I thought it was good speed, but I've left 30 feet for par. A little bit downhill. Ouch. Knew it was a little firm. Just a hair under 3 feet or so. Come on. Come on, man. Oh boy, needed that. Here's number 15. Plays about 170 to 180. It looks middle-ish flag. But gotta keep it between, well, away from the trees on the right. You gotta hit it well enough in the air to go at least about 120. Just to show you how different this hole is, this is from up even with the green but off to the left. But the senior and red and gold tees only play 100 or something, 120 at most. I hit a decent shot, but I pulled it. And here's 15 from close up on the right side. This one was a little spotty around the edges, but okay. Okay, here's number 16. We're in the home stretch now. Par 4, dogleg right. Let's see if I can get that for you. Some bunkers right up there. Kind of frame the corner. Good drive is a wide open approach. And here's the view as you come around the corner. And here's the look from by the last bunker on the right in the middle of the fairway. And here's a close-up of 10 green. I mean 16 green. Not 10, 16. Par 4. What day is it? And here's the little cut through between 16 and 17. Okay, this is 17, par 3. A little bit of water, although that lake is as low as I've seen it in a while. About 153 today. From the men's tees. About 20 feet uphill. just can't stop running them by. 3 feet ish. Boy. Oy, yeah, I almost pulled it. Okay. And we have made it to 18, par 4. 415 from the blues. Straight, but the fairway snakes kind of between all those bunkers. Straight, then off to the right, then back a little to the left. And here's the approach view on 18. Just about 150 out. And here's the close-up of 18 from the left side on the cart path. Pretty much like most of the greens. A little bit of POA, but okay. I'd give the greens about a 6 today. They're usually 8.5 or 9. Course, I'd give a good 7.5, 8. Rough is not difficult today. It's first cut basically everywhere. My score, 45-45. Bogey golf, both sides. I think I hit 3 good irons and 1 good drive. Well, hit a couple of good tee balls with irons at 5 iron. Anyway, game was about as ragged as the course is compared to normal. But that's Craig's Courses, Beaver Creek. I appreciate you watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment, any or all of these things. I love to hear from you, hear what you think, hear what I could do better. Besides my golf game, it's been a lifelong pursuit of futility. But again, we'll see you next time on Craig's Courses.